Just mention Spider-Man or have him in the newspaper or something. I don't know. Just so it's like, okay, it's connected, so that people can finally, people like me can finally shut up and be like, okay, it is connected.
Well, I think what it is just rights, because of course Sony and Marvel have that undeniable tension still, I'm sure. So that's kind of weird. But we're gonna get. It was delayed too, but Venom 2 is coming, right? With was Sinister? Or?
Oh yeah, with
Carnage. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be good, man.
That should be solid. Woody Harrelson.
Yes, he always kills it.
He looks insane.
Yeah.
Switching it over to some DC news. So, while the new Batman film has yet to resume filming, its crew has been hard at work designing several sets. Now the production is gearing up to start again with approximately 3 months worth of footage to shoot. This could mean that the film would wrap at the end of the year if everything was to go according to schedule. Any thoughts on this?
I'm excited for that. I really hope. I hope they have some type of teaser available for the DC fandom thing. I'm excited just to see more photos of that movie and the set and characters and stuff like that. I think I'm just really interested in that.
Yeah,
I agree, dude. Always excited for new stuff and characters.
I think they got the rights to the logo, right? To the new logo for Batman, the bat symbol.
I haven't heard about that yet. You got me on that one.
I think that actually dropped today. They released they own the rights to that specific image. It's basically the
broken gun.
That little piece on his chest, but then it has ears on the top, so it does look like a bat.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you can, if people are listening and they don't know what I'm talking about, you can look it up, and I'm sure you can find the Robert Pattinson Batman symbol.
It's the gun from the murderer that killed his parents, right?
Supposedly that's what it's supposed to be, so.
It's good, that's good. That's a little good symbolism that's tying to Bruce Wayne, you know what I mean? Before the issue, so that's cool.
Let's move on to Rex, if you guys are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
All right, James, what do you got?
All right. I just have one. It's Fight Club.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Yes. I believe it's available on HBO Max, so if you have HBO Max or you have HBO at your house, you can go ahead and stream that there. So definitely check that one out. It is definitely a good time. Brad Pitt, Edward Norton,
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes, Jared Leto, a bunch of people. So check that out. It's a good time. That's my only one.
You're messing up, man. You're not supposed to talk about it.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I broke the number one rule.
Broke that rule. I got two. I got two exciting ones. I think one that people might not know about, and then the other is that I'm gonna say first is Knives Out. I had a blast. I just watched this for like my third time in a row, and I just had a blast. Like, it's just a good movie, dude, and has you on the edge of your seat in like a good way, and the outcome and the movie itself is just really good. The casting is really insane. The direction and the suspense is nice, dude. For Knives Out, I think if no one's has seen this, it's a really something that was well known, but not so well known when it came out before COVID, right? So that it's a really exciting movie, Knives Out. I hope many people have seen this, or if not,
that's a really good one.
And my second one was we covered this one when Adam Ratliff was on the show. I'm gonna say this recommendation is Villains, dude. I watched it for like my fourth time, dude. I really love this movie, dude. It's really good. It has our new Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's Bill. Yeah, Bill. I get confused between Bill and Mike. So yeah, dude, Villains, dude, it's really good. That also has crazy suspense. Very, very good movie. Definitely the lesser known movie that I think people should definitely check out. Yeah, dude, and those are my two.
Nice. So I wanted to piggyback on Fight Club, which was James's rec, to say happy birthday to Edward Norton. Yesterday was his birthday, so celebrating his birthday this week.
Is Edward Norton, not to get in the way of the Rex, but is that guy doing anything lately?
What did he just do? Yeah, Motherless Brooklyn, which is streaming now on HBO Max. Last year he did. He wrote and directed that movie and starred in it. So he pulled a Bradley Cooper, and it's really good noir film.
Nice.
He plays. He has Tourette's, so it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, I remember that now.
Yeah. Good movie. So that's what he's been up to. Motherless Brooklyn on HBO Max. And then my one and only rec, Lovecraft Country, also on HBO Max. It's beautiful, scary, and exactly what we need right now. I'm already in love with the characters. The gore and the horror aspects are all top notch. It's also very meta in that it literally calls out H.P. Lovecraft for being a known xenophobic and a racist, which a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't know that about him. You know, of course, he was a novelist back in the 30s. So I mean, you can imagine your stances back then, I guess, or agendas. So I thought that was really cool that they're still kind of honoring the monsters, but then really calling out the other stuff, because I've never really seen that before. And this is coming from Jordan Peele and his production company Monkey Paw. And it's just a fabulous show. If you haven't checked it out yet, I recommend doing at least a free trial and watch the first episode. And I would hope that it's gonna sway you into paying for the service if you don't already have it, because it's well worth it.
Is it releasing
weekly? Yeah.
Like weekly? Okay.
Yeah. You know, HBO are they're old school like that, like what they did with Game of Thrones and Watchmen. It was all they do it the correct way, the TV.
Yeah.
I just went outside to grab a beer. I was on mute for a second, and Atlas said, "But
okay. Tell him what he said. How's it going?
This guy does new SP, man. He's rocking that new SP 404 for music, dude. Making some hip hop beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, are we ready for the movie focus?
Ready for Bone Tomahawk?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
All right, so this week we're talking about Bone Tomahawk. It's got a 90 on Rotten. It's a Western horror film. One of the very few. It's not the first of its kind, but definitely pretty original. It runs at 2 hours and 13 minutes, and it's directed by S. Craig Zahler. Starring Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, Matthew Fox, Lily Simmons, who is actually from San Diego. Shout out to her. Richard Jenkins, David Arquette, and the late Sid Haig, R.I.P. So, this film is a period piece taking place in the Old West when the small town of Bright Hope is shook by a clan of cave dwellers who ultimately murder, steal, and kidnap before anybody knows what has happened. An unlikely group of men set out on a journey to retrieve the missing people in hopes that there is something left to rescue. Director S. Craig Zahler, who is an accomplished musician as well as novelist, made his directorial debut in August of 2015 with the Western with this western with horror elements known only as Bone Tomahawk. With a micro budget of just $1.8 million and a script that runs over 2 hours, it's a wonder how the project got off the ground at all. With considerable pay cuts for the major names in the cast and nearly all of the film's funding coming from Europe, Zahler's unwillingness to compromise his vision is why we as spectators got this gritty and relentless film we've come to know and love. The film has very authentic sensibility, from the meticulous wardrobe to the set design, which was largely shot in Malibu, California, on the Paramount Ranch, if you can actually believe that. Overall, the semi-slow burn script was original and creative enough to make both the cast and crew believe. If you have yet to see this film, we strongly recommend picking it up on Blu-ray or streaming it now via Prime, where you can find Zahler's second film, Brawl in Cell Block 99, also streaming there, with the always great Vince Vaughn. Thank you.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Nice, man.
So, James, even though I'm a big, obviously I'm a big supporter of this film as well, but what made you want to do focus on this for the week?
So I remember I want to say when this came out, or maybe a little bit after that, but when you watched it, you brought it up a few times, and then we were at a pin convention, and you had the wallpaper for your iPad.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, Wes really likes this movie. I gotta check this movie out. And I ended up checking it out. I remember when I wrote you for one of the kills, one of the more gruesome kills that you see in the movie towards the end. I was like, holy shit! But the reason I picked this movie was I feel like it's a really cool mixture of something that I love, like Western movies, and then something that I'm getting to love, which is horror. And it's a really cool mixture of both of those, and I think they really balance each other out beautifully. And just the tone, the way it's written, I just felt like the dialogue between the characters was like amazing. It felt so real and raw to me. So it was really enjoyable just to hear them talk. And even when Sid Haig and David Arquette are talking, the banter between them two is great. It's
I wish we got more of that, dude.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, I think overall it's just the whole aesthetic of everything, like the scenery and it reminds me of a simpler time.
Yeah,
but I love this movie.
Dude, I agree. This movie reminds me just of my trip recently, dude. This movie truly shows like how like beautiful, like you said, if it's in California is, dude. Like even if it's dry, it still looks beautiful out here. That's what I liked about this movie, and then to give it that old school feeling of like the attire to the dialogue to what was probably happening in those times between the natives and the colonizers or whatever.
Well, it's important to point out that that's not a depiction of a tribe. It's a
made up tribe.
Yeah, they're not even a Native American himself says, no, these people are not like one of us at all. They have no native language. They are ancestral monsters that fucking that like rape their own mothers and just keep like rebreeding, and that's why they're kind of weird and do like make questionable decisions, and they're just straight up like gnarly,
like monsters, abominations.
Yeah, what's crazy about that actor is that he's half Irish, dude. And I noticed him because I just watched Dr. Sleep recently, and he was also in that.
Oh yeah, that is him. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, dude. So,
and he's in Westworld too.
Yeah, dude. I just looked up all this stuff. He's in a lot of good stuff, dude. It's just very under the line actors that probably are so good that they don't get too many roles, So That's kind of cool to notice that. When I noticed that, I was like, man, because I knew Patrick Wilson, Kurt Russell, I know Sid Haig, David Arquette. It was nice to see David Arquette